Let me even say this again and help somebody who is going through an addiction. It just dropped in my spirit now. It's only on very few occasions that addictions are broken by impartation. And the people that have the power to break addiction through impartation are not just anointed. They are those who are able to live above that thing. They are the ones that have the witness to break it. A man who is a liar can't break the addiction of lying, no matter how anointed he is. He's a slave of that spirit. A man who is a fornicator cannot break the addiction of pornography and masturbation or of immorality. Himself is a slave, no matter how anointed. He can raise cripples, open blind eyes, but he doesn't have authority in that realm. That's why when there's an addiction, the first thing to look out for is not somebody to pray for you. It's number one, to starve that addiction. Because what energizes that addiction is what you hear and see. If you starve that addiction for a long time, the power will die. And the connection that addiction has to your brain. Because for every addiction, there are neurotransmitters that have been trained to create hormones that power it. When you starve it for a long time, those neurotransmitters will become dormant. And then you have the spirit to deal with. And the second way to address an addiction is to begin to hear contrary realities and see contrary realities. When you do it for a long time, your mind will be renewed. The spirit will no longer have the manipulative power over your mind. It's when these two things are done that you'll be able to cast out the demons and be free from the addiction. If you only cast out the demons, even if the demons don't come back, your brain is already secreting hormones. Your brain will take you back to that addiction. Your soul is already fine-tuned to operate by the law of that addiction. Your soul will take you back. The demon doesn't even need to come back. And so the way you engender that kind of deliverance is to first deal with your mind. Listen, your word is in your mind. I'm telling you, your word is in your mind. If your consciousness is wrong, your word will be wrong. Your life will be wrong. If your consciousness is right, your word will be right, and your mind will be right. This is what the devil capitalizes on. This is why people are speaking in tongues for hours, but they can never become anything. When they are young, they will enjoy the energy that comes with it. After many years, you will discover that it's only a handful that become champions. Because if you pray and it doesn't affect your mindset, if you study and it doesn't affect your mindset, what you are doing is cramming. That's the difference between a brilliant child and an intelligent child. A brilliant child remembers to pass exam. An intelligent child solves problem. It's about the mind.